Hey guys, I thought I'd do a little update because obviously I'm going through a process of restructuring everything, but I want to sort of bring up an important point because it can sometimes sound quite negative, but it's not. What it is you've got to rebase yourself sometimes, because myself, like getting the house, the majority of it paid off. I'm not a person for debt. My car I bought in cash. The house I'd buy in cash if I could, but the money even the amount I had in cash, the bank wouldn't accept, because I'd had money coming in from the Middle East and the Philippines. But the point being is, you sometimes got to step back a bit. And the reason I'm bringing this up, because it might be useful for other people as well. This house has nearly been paid off, and come December we've had it 2 years. So what's that? That's well, it was 135,000 the initial cost. I think the mortgage ended up about 86,000, which is down to now 50 odd thousand. We spent about 50,000 on renovations. So you can do the maths yourself, because I've got to admit I've got a cold today, so I'm not doing any maths because I'll get a headache. But the fact is, we've only got the 50 odd thousand left. We do have some little bits I want to tweak. I do want to put solar panels on the roof, but I'm sitting back a little bit and go, it can wait, it can wait. You know, I sit and look and go, that's what I'm here for, not for renovations. In the same way, the companies in the UK, they're not functioning the way they used to. They're far more difficult to work with. I look at it and go, right, but think about it. What's that, three to 4 years of sacrifice has helped get you to this point. It's also kept food on the table. Kids have done well at school. Albie's got his piano lesson tonight. He's doing piano and karate every week. We've sort of had a lot of progression, and like April and the kids went back to the Philippines last month. We've gone away from when we started. When we first arrived, we had very limited funds, limited ways of making money. I rented a place to, we now own it. It's nearly paid off, and we're now back at a point where I'm sitting there going, well, monthly spend's about 1,000 a month. My income is over 4 grand. So financially, come December, I can drop out of a clause in the contract around taxes on the property, which means I can start paying it off quicker, because I've got some money going into investments and some going on the mortgage. Because I think with the stock markets now, they're going to drop, but then there could be a rally over the next 18 months. The thing with investments is you pump it in and leave it, but if we get that rise, that could be 30%. At the moment, I could lose 10% this year. We'll wait and see. That's why you got to factor in the risks. Hence, I pay the mortgage at the same time. I've also got funds, rebuilding my emergency funds. So I've got emergency funds as well. So I sit and thinking, well, you got all these other headaches going on, but you're still better off than a lot of people. And look where we began. We're doing well. You know, yeah, we haven't got a £500,000 house or whatever, but to be fair, this may be worth that once they finish the promenade and the sports facilities up there, because obviously they're still building new properties down there. So reality is the properties are going up in value in this area regardless if I did nothing. But we've got a home, we've got a nice location, we've got a happy family, we're fairly content. The hard bit for me is get me here full time. That's the only complication at the minute. Everything else is dropping into place. You know, I've got to admit, me and my wife have a fantastic relationship. You know, we're happy together, which I know some people go, well, nobody's happy together. Yeah, we are. We got a lot of time for each other, and we're actually just like being in each other's company. You know, quite happily just be around each other. But I fully understand that not all relationships are the same, but there's not much going wrong at the moment. The key to everything is just keep based, keep moving on, and rethink it. Like I say, work, okay, the money's okay, but at the same time, the time with the kids is more important to me. So finding a way to generate that income is the key to everything. I know there's a few of you guys out in the similar situation where your focus is either getting here, or how do you make your money here, or becoming full-time sustainable here. Just take it in bite-sized chunks. Like I says, the house piece, it's took 2 years, and I've got this nasty habit of, you know, and I do say nasty habit because it's not healthy to try and push things through, make it happen. And I'm starting to get to where I am now and say, look, slow it down a bit, you know. What do you want to achieve? You know, instead of paying another $5 grand off the mortgage, why don't you go over to the Philippines for a month? Get something that's you can see, something you can experience, something of travel value, because I haven't been over to the Philippines for a while now. Kids have, April has, but yeah. But this is the thing, you start thinking, how do you make the change and what you're going to do? But just remember where you are today and where you were last year, or 3 months ago, 6 months ago. Every day is a positive change, and you may get knocked down. I've had it, you know. I mean, losing. I mean, if you just took the last few years, lost my father-in-law, my father, my mother, my brother. The roof ripped off the house in the Philippines. Not everything goes right for me either, and I often don't talk about it, but just bear in mind, you can push through, because the important bit is getting up every day and just keeping going. And that's all I've got to say on that today. I know it's a bit off topic today, but if you guys want to make your life in Spain, you've got to get up, you've got to keep pushing, you've got to make it happen. Don't know how to do it, start working on how you're going to do it, because if you don't do it, it never happens. That's why I'm looking at, I've done a couple of websites I'm working on. I'm trying to think of other ideas that aren't saturated markets and things I can do that, because I've got some very good computer skills, but at the same time, I don't want to sit in front of a computer all day. I want to be trying to do some more. I've just completed the counselling course as well, as a counsellor. Not as a city counsellor, but actually counselling people. It'd be nice for me to be in a position to help others, because I actually get a lot of positive feeling from actually making a difference to somebody. And it's nice when you randomly get people say you made a difference to me, which happens more often than I realise. Because I bump into people like in La Mata that says, we moved here because of you. Your videos are really helpful. I wouldn't have come here if it wasn't for you. And that means a lot, because that's what it's all about. There isn't any money in this for me, nothing at all. Anything I make on this actually all goes over to the Philippines and helps pay the bills for my mother-in-law. I don't make any money off the channel at all. It's all been about free information and helping my mother-in-law with the bills. That's it. The important bit for me is helping others do more. You know, see there's other options out there. You know, see if you're not happy in your current way of life, that there's other things out there. You can make the changes. But anyway, thanks for watching.